Let's talk about this video projector that I just received for my review. This thing is really, really cool. I'm gonna do a complete unboxing. I'm gonna go as fast as I can because we really want to see the video quality, and we will see it just in a few minutes. Let's look at what it comes with. First off, main thing, I was looking for this. I didn't want to go and find another HDMI cable, and it comes with its own HDMI cable. That's a great thing. Comes with the RCA cables as well. Which is not bad because this 3.5 millimeter right here does video and audio, and obviously the red, yellow, and white will do the video and the audio. You've got your power cable, and you've got a really nice remote. Let's check out this remote here, because this thing, literally from its box, from the projector, you can access Prime, Netflix, and YouTube from just with little one button. It does have Wi-Fi 6, which is great because that's the latest Wi-Fi protocol, which will give you zero lag or very, very little lag, which is awesome. And let's look at the actual unit itself. Really well protected here, obviously. We've got a manual. We're not gonna need that. Look at this nice little package right here. Let's open it up. I want to see exactly. It's very, very light. This thing is able to do 300 inches provided you have the space on your wall, but it will do that very, very easily and extremely clear because it does support 4K as well. Now I say support because it is UHD, which means it is Ultra HD. It will take an HD, obviously an HD source, and literally transform it into a 4K really pristine display, which is awesome. So we're going to hook it up. Let's look at so you've got speakers in here, which is nice. It also has Bluetooth. So if you want to connect external Bluetooth speakers to get like Dolby surround sound, you can do that with this as well. So speakers built in, but you can add some if you want to. HDMI, which they do have provided. The AV, this is what I was talking about, that little AV, that's the one right here. You've got headphones, so if you don't want to bother anyone and you just want to have kind of your own private show, you've got headphones right here. USB 2, so you've got USB and USB, so you've got two different USB. And this little thing here is the IR infrared for that remote. So this is great. We're going to test out, obviously, the keystone, the focus, which is the most important. Keystone and focus for me, for projectors. If it's not easy to do or if it's not automatic, I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to see it. So let's hook it up. I'm going to hook it up straight onto an Apple TV because it's going to be a little simpler for me instead of going into the menus and the systems and setting up the accounts, because this is what you would have to do when you first initialize it. You'll have to set up your YouTube account, your Netflix account, and your Prime account for these buttons to work, which is great, super easy to do, but we're gonna go straight with the Apple TV, which is something that you might do as well. So let's project and start the show. So I've hooked up the Apple TV via the HDMI, and of course I hooked up the power to the unit. It's on. It took about 4.5 minutes to actually set up the account because it has to go through a Google account. Basically, permissions, saying yes, 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 then connecting to your network to get all the updates. Once that's done, you are ready to go. You could go via its own kind of like TV base or use your own box, which is what we're doing. Now, right over here, you've got all of the buttons that you need. You've got your cursor, your OK button, your source, your manual. So if you want to change the settings, zero issues there. So you really don't need the remote if you don't want to. I haven't used the remote yet because it doesn't come with the batteries. It takes 2 AAA batteries. I do have them somewhere in the house, but I'm not going to use it right now. All I want to focus is on the image quality and how easy it is to focus. Speaking of focus, this here is the focus ring. So it's not an automatic focus, but the focus is very easy to pull. And this is the keystone. So keystone, we all know, depending on how your wall is, depending on where your projector is, it will kind of like tilt this way the image. So right now I'm on a kind of an angle, and my wall is obviously flat. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna see how the keystone is affected. So there we have it. This is the keystone. As you can see, as I move and tilt the image, it is basically blurring the top, blurring the bottom. So I need to find the perfect balance, which is easy to do. As soon as I get that perfect balance, and now I'm pretty much exactly straight, then I can play with the focus. So as you can see, the focus ring goes all the way here and all the way back here. So of course my focus is going to be right here. And the really cool thing here is, of course, I'm about, I would say, 7 feet away from the screen. If I back up, play with the keystone, and I can focus, and I'm able to back up enough, I can do up to 300 inches in pure focus and proper color, proper everything, right? So that's pretty cool. Right now, I'm looking at about, I mean, this is pretty cool. For 7 feet away, I've got about a 75 or 80 inch TV right on my wall. And you also have to remember, right now, this is a concrete wall, literally primed and painted. But if you had a proper screen that is able to have that proper emulsion, you'd have a much better focus, a much better quality. But as far as us in this room, I think so far this is super neat. It's really nice to have a screen. You pull up a screen anywhere you want on any type of wall. Very, very cool. I'm gonna turn off the lights entirely in this room so you're gonna be able to see how vibrant the colors are. And you're gonna see that one light is turned off, and then last light will be turned off just now, and you're gonna see that how incredibly beautiful. Just like a TV.